What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Sperax today, SPA. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. All right, here we are at about 1.734 cents right now. Having a low, having to move down while a lot of cryptos are moving up today. It's been a rather miraculous day for certain coins. Bitcoin's moving up. Cardano is up a lot. What's it at right now? Let's just see. Hold on. Still at about $1, yeah, hovering there. I'm sure that's a nice psychological area of resistance. It'll push up to like $1.10, $1.08, and then drop probably, or it'll just drop now. It's not going to drop a lot. It's going to form a higher high. This is good for crypto, you guys. It's gonna be phenomenal. I said higher high. I meant to say higher low, but this is not a Cardano video. This is a Sperax video. Okay, if we look at this from a relative low here to relative high. By the way, I will say that that's a nice low. That's what you call an Adam and Eve bottom. It's a nice low. You had your move, you had your breakout move and everything. It looks good, it looks very well. Low here to the high, you've gone down right to your 786. And we've identified this. This is probably like the 5th time that I've identified this exact maneuver over the past 24 hours, probably less than 24 hours, you guys. What happens? Well, nothing shy of a rather good bounce, right? But there's some circumstances, some conditions that need to be met with this, right? If you're at the 786 or even at the 886 area, if you're going to find support here and have a rather miraculous recovery, what you need is to immediately get above the golden ratio. That's what you need to do. On a price perspective, that makes sense. You need to get above this prior area of support, show that it's not resistance and that you're going lower, right? Show that this is not resistance and that you're going lower. And then, of course, beyond the price, just the golden ratio, show that you're not rejecting off of that and being deconstructive. You want to be constructive. You want to be productive. So get above the golden ratio. You can find support on it. That's fine. But I would expect that you're going to get a continuation of a move, something like this, right? You're going to move up likely above these highs here over the coming days. We're on the 4-hour time frame, so it doesn't have to be today. It could be over the coming days, maybe even over this coming week. But I would anticipate that we go higher. If we look at the relative high here from the 3rd of February, wow, everything else dumped on the 3rd, but you were actually pumping. And it's crazy. Everything else is pumping now, and you're dumping. You're just moving in the opposite direction, aren't you? The 382 down to the 069. Interesting maneuver. It's a little bit uncommon, but it's okay. Sometimes in very volatile conditions, you can have that. Your 4-hour RSI looks bullishly charged, in my opinion. Getting overbought's a good thing. If you can find support at the 40, that'll be a good thing. And then, of course, holding higher lows, breaking out of your downtrend, which you've already done. All good things indeed, my friends. So when you do move up, and I anticipate it's probably going to be today that you move up, you're going to, and it doesn't mean that you're going to be here by the end of today. I just mean today, but by the end of today, maybe you're here. You're going to start moving up today, right? You're not going to finish this move today, but where this move's going to take you is likely the golden ratio, somewhere at about 2.8 cents to 3 cents, something like that. If you're looking at this price right now and it's discouraging you, you're like, I don't like this. It's down. It's at 1.74 cents. This is not my crypto, not my price. I wanted it to be higher. Damn it. Why isn't it moving up with the rest of the markets? Just be patient. Oftentimes, whenever we see Bitcoin pump, we see the top market leaders pump. I mean, you look at the top 1% or the top ones that are performing well in the last hour. It's the number 1 or the number 8th crypto, Cardano. XRP is one of the top cryptos. Solana, Dogecoin, all of these guys are in like the top 10, top 20. Radium, of course, not really, but stuff like this, and then Bitcoin, of course, performing well as well. Whenever these coins top off and when they sell, when people take profits, the bigger entities take profits, the bigger players take profits, where do they put that money? They don't take it out of the crypto markets, no. They rotate it into projects that are of lower market cap valuations, that have interests, that have potential to grow, and that's where we get these altcoin runs, right? You see the big boys run, they sell off, the little dogs follow behind them, the little ducks follow behind them, whatever you want to say. I very much do believe that we are probably, over the coming days, going to see prices at 2.8 to 3 cents, where you will likely find resistance and come down to the 0.5 or the 382 area. You don't have to hit the 382, but you'll probably find support at this prior area of resistance here, right? Prior areas of support here. Something that's around 2.2 to 2.5 cents, somewhere in that area, right? Resistance down to support and then up higher. That's the name of the game. And this is on a 4-hour perspective. So I'm talking about, man, within the next week, you'll probably be not just above 3 cents, but looking to break above 4 cents and on your way to higher prices than that. Let's talk about that. When it does come time to breaking above 4 cents, your next target area, and let me just see if that's an appropriate, you know what, I don't actually like this fib for that. I think that this fib is more significant, so we're going to use this from a high to a low, right? You've been consolidating all this time. This is a more relative fib. We can use that to agree, but let's just look at this first. Your primary target, whenever you get out, you're at 1.7 cents now. It's at 5 cents. The 1618 is the top of your primary target zone, the 1618 to the 1272. That's at about 7.6 cents, okay? From your current price, current valuation, that's anything from about a 3x to potentially a 4.4x. Okay. And I likely would expect that you see these prices by the end of March. Okay. By the end of March, you're going to be there. If not, you'll only be higher, or maybe I'd be very surprised if by the end of March you were not above this high, right? You've got to be in this zone, something like that. If not, we'll have to check in on this thing. Maybe it's not breathing. I don't know, but it looks rather productive to me. It looks like it does want to go higher, and I don't think that it stops here, right? It's completely possible. And a lot of coins, what they like to do is they like to bypass their golden ratio, at least this cycle, and go to their 1.886/200 area. That's what I've noticed a lot. So that I think that a 6 to a 7x is very possible from here at 1.71 cents. You might make a run all the way up to about 10 cents. That's a nice psychological area of resistance. And then 12.17 cents. That's another doable target in this range right here. I doubt that you see anything higher than that by the end of March. You know, maybe by the end of April you're only here. Maybe by the end of April you're higher. But you know, we'll have to see how we react by the end of this month. I think it'll be more appropriate to gauge how much higher you could go in April after we see how you interact with this this primary target zone first. So looking at this on a daily time frame, looking at the RSI, you have bottomed out at a very similar area. I mean, if you put a straight line right here, literally right there, you've bottomed out of this zone so many times, reacting the same way that you have been reacting. It's good. I'm of the utmost confident, you guys, that that is the low, that you're not going below that low. We're looking death in the face here on this candle that's down 18%. We're looking at it and saying, nope, you're not going lower. You're going higher, right? Absolutely not. I don't believe that you're going lower at all. And here's the thing too, guys. If you do go lower, it's okay. It's totally fine. If you go lower, it's fine. You could hold support at 1.44 cents. You could hold support at 1.26 cents. I'm not saying I expect this to happen. I'm saying that if it does happen, it's no cause for concern, okay? This thing will likely recover, and all those targets that I was talking about are still on the table in the same time frame, right? Just depending on how you recover and if you do recover, and I would assume that you do. I don't think that you're going to go lower than these prices here. I don't even think that you're going to go lower than the current price, the low that you had on the 27th, the 25th of February, right? I really expect that you're going to bounce here pretty damn soon. And I just want to see where you are relative to this fib that I was talking about at the beginning of the video here with the Adam and Eve. That was not the low. It's going to be wrong. Let me see. There we go. That's the low. A little bit through the 786. Yeah, it's fine. 21 minutes left in this 1 hour candle. If you close above the 786, that'd look good. As long as you're closing above the 886, that's good too. If you close below the 886, below 1.67 cents, just be prepared. You will see 1.44 cents to 1.2 cents, somewhere in that area. But again, that's totally fine if that happens. Everything that I've said in this video is still going to happen inevitably. And then beyond all of that, of course, all-time high expectations. Who really knows? This thing's, let's see. How long has it been around? Yeah, it's been around since 2022. I mean, maybe this will gauge our all-time highs. I don't know. Let's see. What is Sperax? What's its market cap? Oh, look at that. Cardano's at $1.10 right now. Boom. Time to sell. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but it's probably time to get out. I want to look. Oh, man, we're back at 90K, baby. I love it. I love it. Oh, God, love it when a plan comes together. Cardano here. Oh, yeah, baby. We're at $1.12. Wow. That's higher than what I thought we were going to do. I thought we would stop at $1.08. I just made a video saying that. Or no, I didn't. $1.08 was the fib. I remember now. Okay, sorry. I definitely did say we would interact with this area. That's because that's at the 786 to the 886, right? High to low. Yes. Yeah. We're going to find resistance soon, guys. Don't FOMO the top on Cardano, please. Sorry, I got to clear my throat. Okay, SPA, Sperax, right here. You're at about a $29 million market cap. Yeah, it's not appropriate for me to guess where this thing's going to go, right? It's always a guess, but it's not appropriate. 29 million. I mean, what you could stop this cycle at 2.9 billion, and that's 100x. 2.9 billion. That'd be right about here, right about your 1 for at $1.70. You could stop it at 20.9 billion, and that would be a 1000x, which would be all the way up at $17. You could stop higher than that. You could really, this thing is multi-1000x possible. It has that potential, but I want you to understand, I don't think it's going to see a 1000x. Anytime I talk about something doing a 1000x, it's always with a hint of caution, just because it's possible. And I made these same calls with XCN, but even there, it's with a hint of caution, because 1000x, you guys, that's huge. People are fortunate, extremely fortunate, to get a 100x. Talking about 1000x, although yes, it's possible. If you're one of those guys out there that just thinks this is moon boy potential, this is just moon boy talk, you don't understand how these crypto markets work, and that's okay. I don't blame you. You'll learn in time, right? But I've been around for 3 seasons now. This is my 3rd bull cycle. It's been 8 years that I've been doing technical analysis. When I tell you this thing in one bull cycle could see not even just 1,000x, but a multi-thousand-x, it's extremely possible. It's very possible. It very well could, because that market cap would be 29 to 60 billion dollars, right? And that's a high market cap coming from a 20. I understand that growth. It's a very high market cap, but it's an attainable market cap. If this thing, if the narrative catches on, if the hype catches on, the community catches on, it could see these kind of growths. But I want to bring it back to earth here. I don't anticipate that. I just accept it as a possibility. What I would rather anticipate, what makes the most sense to me, is that you would probably see something on the lines of a multi-100x, something that's anywhere from $3.30 maybe to $16. That's still preposterous to me, man. That's crazy. I would think $10.22 would be a nice psychological area of resistance right there at the 1886. That's still a 575x, man. That's crazy. And the reality of it is, none of those targets have to happen. Maybe you stop at a lowly 1272 extension, you don't even hit $1, and you only get womp womp a 43x, 44x, and who cares? That's okay, that's fine. There's a strong possibility too that you don't even see new all-time highs. I say strong, but just to bring you back to earth, right? It's a possibility. You should consider that this could not even see new all-time highs. Maybe you only, I know it's sad, only an 8.5x from here, but I don't know about you guys. I have very strong inclinations that this thing would at least hit its minimum target, and it's probably going to do that, if not by the end of the cycle, by like the middle point of this year. And that's a 41x in itself, let alone the golden ratio, the extension here, which is at 100, basically a 200x, almost 190x there. And then $10 being that price at about a 600x. I just think anything less than 100x to me seems a bit unlikely, as crazy as that sounds. And then anything over a 600x seems a bit unlikely too. And even this, it's just crazy. It's crazy stuff we're talking about. But these are all very realistic and possible outcomes that can happen. Make no mistake. This area right here, what you're doing is you're not just consolidating, you're accumulating. When you spend a lot of time doing something like this, I promise you, if you were distributing, if you were trying to go lower, it would show signs of weakness. But what you're doing, do you notice how all the big candles are green, all the small candles are red? Yeah, there's buying pressure going in here, you guys. People are buying the dip, and they're going to send this thing higher. This cryptocurrency is worth $29 million. You got a $6 million amount of volume today. That's good volume. Even on a downward day, that's good volume. You want to see something that's anywhere from like 8%, 10% or more in volume if you want to substantiate movements going up and accumulation and stuff like that. And then, of course, as we progress higher, as higher market caps come into the picture, you're going to see more volume and stuff like that too. But here we are, guys. Here we are at 92K. It's crazy. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to put my stakes on pause. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.